I haven't been crying. It's 3 in the morning. I'm just a bit tired. Swansea 3 Wednesday night. Let's have a look at team news. Vasquez in goal. Bernard, Diaby, Firmino at the back. Valentin, Hendrick, Bannon, Delgado across the middle. Buckley and Masaba, well, who knows. And Lee Gregory somewhere down middle, ploughing along furrow on his Todd. Well, it's going to sound a bit daft, isn't it? But actually, I thought we were probably on top for the first 10 minutes. No, I did. And then they worked their way back into the game and sort of found us out. I'm going to try and do some positives. The positives. Buckley played a brilliant pass for Gregory, which forced us to save out at keeper. And it's the sort of pass that we've seen him doing for Blackburn all the time. There's a kid with vision. That is a positive. Masaba looked lively. Great dribbling ability. Ability to carry the ball up the pitch. Something we've been desperately crying out for. So, Buckley's passing vision and Masaba's dribbling ability. Two positives. We got behind with a penalty. Valentino, I thought, had a good game in week. He was getting toasted this afternoon, and then penalty. Yeah, it's soft as shite, but it is a penalty. The truth is, he tries to chuck himself into the lad and he gets round him, and then he's grabbing shorts, and then if you grab shorts, whatever, you get referee a decision to make. Keeper gets sent wrong way, 1-0, and then you just see Wednesday deflate like a balloon. Deflate like a balloon. It's like all hope is gone. Fans are chanting for Chansiri out. That Munoz's football is crap, and to be perfectly honest, I quite agree. I know he come in late. I know that we'd re-sign players that he didn't want. I know with the playoff we're probably a fortnight behind everybody else. But he's been here 10 weeks now. I can't see what he's trying to do. Are we trying to keep it tight at back? We're playing wing backs. One completely out of position, and other one it's like toss a coin if he's going to be good or bad. Just the two changes today, so that's something. How many players have we used this season? I've been having a debate this afternoon. I've been on Twitter this afternoon, which is something I've got to stop doing. I only joined Twitter really to pimp my videos, that's the truth of it. But I thought it's quite good. It's good for keeping in touch with other people and getting different opinions. But it makes me negative when I'm on there. It's like I'm quite calm in real life. You know, well, that weren't bad, this weren't bad. When I'm on there, it's like all my base emotions come out and I can't stop them. You know, that's fucking terrible. And it weren't, you know. Les Dennis is 60 odd years old, and it weren't world's best tango, but He's not a professional dancer and it is week one, but I was straight in there nailing him. But yeah, been on Twitter, had a debate with a couple of lads this afternoon, and I said I thought that a different manager can get more out of these players, and they didn't think so, and that's their opinion. And I can understand why people are saying that this squad ain't good enough, because the results, but 7-8 games we haven't won a match. So I can understand why people are saying the squad ain't good enough. Personally, I believe it is good enough, not to compete at top end or even mid-table, but I believe there's enough in this squad to finish fourth from bottom. But I just don't think this manager's capable of getting results to do that. I think the players are played in the right positions, played in a system that they all understand, with tactics that they all understand, and most importantly probably tactics that they believe in, because that's a clear thing from the last 2 games when we've conceded goals against Middlesbrough, conceded today against Swansea. The way they deflate after, you can be up for the game before kick-off, but as soon as we concede, it looks to me like players don't believe in what they're doing and what they're being asked to do. I've got no problem with 3 at back, play 3 at back. Maybe try and play it same back 3 week in, week out, let them get used to playing with each other. Maybe that'd be a start. Maybe that's something a manager can do. That midfield shape, we got a lovely shape in centre in midfield last year, with Volk sitting and then Bannon and Byers slightly ahead. We can still do that. We don't even particularly have to be them 3. It could be Byers, Hendrick and Bannon. It could be Byers, Buckley, Bannon. It could be Bannon, Buckley, Hendrick, whatever. But let's get that nice 3 in there and let's show that area at pitch up, rather than playing 2 in there and then asking 2 sort of wide attacking midfielders to drop in and try and make a little fanny-in square. We're not AC Milan from 1988. Let's not start fucking about down that road. I'd have Saki. Must be 80 year old. I'd have him in. I'm always one at last, me. When we're chatting about it, whenever a manager's getting towards the end of the tenure, my mates will be always 3 or 4 weeks ahead of me. Jimmy's got to go. And I'm always one of them clinging. Just give him a week, maybe. But I'm there. I think I'm there ahead of some of my mates this time, because I can't see it. This squad, we knew last year that we couldn't play 1 up front, that I'm more like that. We knew that the year before from when we played Shadipo and Corbin in wide areas and they never got in box and supported Gregory. We know that to get the best out of the forward options that we've got to play 2 up there. Dan and more saw it. The 25,000 people at Hillsborough have seen it. The radio lads have seen it. The paper lads have seen it. And the bloke who stood in the dugout can't see it. Or if he can see it, he's been too stubborn. I did make some notes. I think my brain's trying to block it all out. Soft as shite. Vasquez is kicking all over the shop. Low scores their penalty. Played that and more wanted to sign in January. That fucked us and all. Last January. One up top, you can play 1 up top, can't you? If you've got an absolute beast up there who's big, powerful, can hold ball, he's got pace, he can score goals, he can create goals for himself, you know. If you've got Haaland up there, or prime Drogba, or original Ronaldo, yeah. I don't want to say he's got to go. He's got to go for me. Players frozen out. This bastardised system, I don't know, it's I tell you what it is, this system reminds me. Trying to reinvent the wheel. And I've talked this week, mainly on my Twitter, about the language that we use these days with football, about processes and blueprints and fucking projects. It reminds me of that middle management language where people try and make something sound more complicated than it is to try and justify that I know what I'm doing and you don't really know because you're a pleb. Well, we're not plebs. We can see what's in front of us eyes. Don't blah blah this, that and other, and double pivots and passing lanes and all this cobblers. I can see what I can see. Don't try and reinvent wheel. Get players in areas of the pitch where they can do damage. Work out what players' strengths and weaknesses are. I genuinely wonder, and I mean this, if he's actually sat down at all and got DVDs from 10 or 15 games last season and even bothered fucking looking at them. Who'd you get in? Who's available? Because for me, he's got to go now. I won't trust Chansiri to sack him because I think he's probably equally as stubborn. Dean Smith's available. Would you go for him? I tell you what, I'd go for long term. But long term, fire. Wednesday don't do it long term, do they? No, Darren Moore trying to build something long term, weren't he? Gone. Long term. I'm an idiot for even saying it. But long term, I'd chuck a load of money at somebody like him, that Potter, and say, right, come in, you've got 3 years, try and turn this round. Build. But we won't, because we'll not be dishing out 3-year contracts. We won't be giving people time to build out. And most at point, would a bloke who's had a massive payoff actually want to come out of retirement and enjoying himself and spending time with family to come and work at this crackpot club? No. Dean Smith, would he put up with it? I don't know. No, I don't think he would put up with it. I'm not sure many would put up with it. Get somebody in short term who can get results, because we need results. We can't win third division again. We'll be in absolute bollocks. We can't afford to be in third division again. We've got to get somebody in to get us points straight away, and it don't have to be pretty. Needs to be someone who can come in and realise that we ain't got a striker who can play in front on his own for the start. Fletcher, Gregory, Smith, well, all of them. They all need somebody up there with him. Just need somebody with some common sense, not talking fannying language. Oh, these two. I'll stick them up there as a pair. Give them 5 games, see what they can do. Let's get ball banged in there a bit. I'd take Warnock. I would. I swear to God, I would. And I've upset a few folks today by saying I'd have Warnock. Yeah, but 20 years ago he said he'd like to take us down, and I made a joke 20 years ago about 2 nuns on a bike. I didn't mean that either. Fuck me. Yeah, but I'd get somebody like him in. When the shit we're in, and we are in the shit now, you've got to get best person for the job. There's no guarantees in football when you sign any manager. There's no such thing as a guarantee. The nearest thing you can get to a guarantee in football, in managerial terms, is that if you get Pep Guardiola in, your team will probably play some decent football. And if you get Neil Warnock in, he can probably do it an half decent fist of saving you. They're the nearest 2 things to a guarantee in football you can get in management terms. And I'm not a fool. I'll be dead in next 30 years. I know I'm never going to see Wednesday win Premier League. I know I'm probably never going to see Wednesday win League Cup at FA Cup. I'm probably never going to see Wednesday in Europe. And to be honest, I'm not really bothered. I just don't want us in third division losing money hand over fist. Don't want to see us just lurching every single year from one crisis into another. Just want some stability. Want to see some signs of long-term growth and progression. Is it too much to ask? You don't have to chuck the world at it. Just have a plan. But yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd get Warnock and I'd say, come and do us a job. Until I can persuade somebody like Potter or Smith to come in and that will back them to do a long-term rebuilding job at club. We've got Sunderland next. High-flying, goal-scoring Sunderland. Scoring goals for fun. Playing with confidence. Something we ain't got. Can be best player in the world. If you ain't got confidence, if you ain't got belief in what you're doing, don't mean out. And a vote technique in the world don't mean out if you're not confident in what you're doing. They're full of beans. Then we've got West Brom. Another tough game. And then we've got Darren Moore comes to town with Huddersfield. And if he's not gone by then, that game absolutely will be end game. That'd be like crisis on Infinite Earth. Should never have got rid of black shorts. It's just little things he can do to help himself. I don't want a bloke to get sacked. I don't want anybody to get sacked. It's not good for the club, it's not good for them, it's not good for supporters. But do yourself a favour. Look at what you've got. Alright, I've got this and I've got this. Well, best way to get something out of that. 2 of them up there. Best way to get best out of these lads. Well, 3 in there then, Miller. Best way to give us some balance. Let's get a left-footed in. It's not rocket science. People try and overcomplicate football. It really is a simple game that's overcomplicated by people who want to look special. I've left it 6 hours to calm down. I'm winding my tin up again. I was quite calm actually. I've had a pizza and a vanilla slice. I'll be getting a bollocking for swearing in video. Anyway, got no more to say out there. Other than if I don't see 2 up front in next game, or because I'm presuming we're not going to get another club message saying that Xisco's been sacked. So I'm just hoping that in the next game we see a decent shape, attacking tactics. You've got to, we need to win games. You can only win games if you're going to score some goals. You can only score goals if you get goal scorers on pitch. You can only get goal scorers on pitch if you play a system that allows you to get goal scorers on pitch. I just want to see us have a goal. Let's keep it tight and do this and that other. What if we go goal down? We'll just keep it tight still. You've got to score goals to win a game of football. I can talk about bloody double and triple pivots all fucking day. It doesn't matter. Move ball forward, get people in space, get people in box. But Sunderland, yeah, a long-term plan. It would be nice, but we're not going to get one. But we need points. We need points. If God, I'll have to look at fixtures and think, can we get a win before Christmas? How sad is that? Mind you, we knew it was going to be tough. Not this tough, but we knew it was going to be tough. How are them 2 other teams that come up from League One with us last season? But they're finding it tough and all, aren't they? Isn't that funny? Isn't that amazing? What you can do. A bit of consistency and a bit of long-term planning. It's got to go. It's got to go. that they've both got to go, but one of them's not going to.